right, here we are. What's going on, everyone? We will be doing our linked up couple for June. We'll be doing the invite right now. All right, give us 1 second. What up? What up? All right, let's give the invite over here real quick to Art. Let's get him on here. Art. Don't bail out now. All right, let's see. Let's get them going here. All right, you guys. Yeah, this month we had Art and Brenda from Bacarda and Heavy Hitters. Hopefully they'll be joining us real soon here. Excuse me. Yeah, I had a sore throat. Actually, it went out on our Friday night ride. It was just a little invite. Something we just tried out real quick, just for some of the couples, and it worked out really well. Actually, really well. So, if you're a couple, hit us up. We'll probably be doing it again. Hopefully, we'll be doing it every other Friday. So, Riverside Airport Cafe hosted it over there at the cafe, and food's great, music was great, the vibe was everything was on point. So, yeah, hopefully we can do it again. Looks like we'll be trying to do it every other Friday. So let's see. We're waiting for Art. Art, where you at? Art, let's go. Let's send it again. Try Brenda. Give us a minute, you guys. Give us a minute. So you want to tell them a little bit about what we have going on here too, as far as linked up. Some people still don't understand what we got going on. So, so nervous laugh. Give us a minute.
Yes, I honestly don't like doing these interviews, just so you know. I get a little nervous, but I love meeting people and meeting couples. So every time I'm out there, you're going to see me just talking to couples. I just meeting new couples. So my husband and I just like celebrating couples that are out there on the bike life. Just riding bikes together, doing life together, and that's pretty much it.
What up, everyone? What up, everyone? We're waiting for Art. Let's send that invite again. There you are. Give us a second. Art, we're sending the invite. Let's get you going, man. Let's get you going. Got all your fans waiting for you, bro.
So if you're a couple, don't be shy. Come up to us. Introduce yourself. Want to hang out with you guys.
Let's see. Are you out there? Let's see what we can do. Hey,
What's going on, guys?
there he is. Yeah, all right. There she is. You're hiding, huh?
I'm like Tina. I'm a little bit shy.
The same.
We're glad you guys made it through here. So we're just kind of interviewing. Well, we kind of just let everybody know who we're interviewing, and Art, Brenda, Bacardas, Heavy Hitters, and there was one more.
LA Riders too.
LA Riders. That's right. So dude, I don't think we've ever spent. We haven't spent this much time with one of our couples before. So it's kind of like normally we get on here and it's like we're kind of meeting you guys for the first time, but we've actually been spending quite a bit of time with you guys.
Yeah.
So we know a little bit more about you, because normally this is not just for us, but for everyone out there to kind of get to know you guys. So since we kind of know you just a little bit more already, this is going to be for everybody else out there, man. All your fans. I know you guys know a lot of people. We kind of know some of the same people as well, even, like Joey, we're talking about him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Small world with him, yeah.
Yeah.
So cool.
He's a really cool guy. He actually watched our kids grow up, working as a custodian up there.
We just ran into him on Saturday at the Pedal Power show, and he was like, "Oh, you guys know Linked Up, Israel and Tina?" We're like, "Yeah, we just met them a while back." And he's like, he told us the whole story as well, and we're like, "All right, cool."
Wait, what stories?
How he watched your guys' kids and stuff growing up, because he works for the school district and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. He really is.
He said
So. Okay.
the same about you guys.
What's that?
He said the same about you guys.
Thank you. That's cool. All right, so we're gonna run through the questions kind of fast, and then there's a couple of stories we really wanted to get into.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
yeah, so we'll kind of run, like I said, we'll hit you with the questions real quick, just so kind of everybody gets to know you out there that doesn't know you already, and then we'll jump into the questions and or the stories, and we'll go from there. Cool?
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay. So the first question is, how long have you guys been together, and how did you guys meet?
So, I'm sure a lot of you know there's quite a bit of age difference between us. I'm a lot older than him, like about 9.5 years. And
There was a cougar in the car. There was a cougar in the car.
I'm older too.
and I was hanging out with some friends at Fridays one night, and one of the kids that I used to coach for T-ball was there, and he calls me coach, and so he was there. I was talking to him for a little while, and then he showed up, and apparently he asked our mutual friend, you know, who I was, and he said, "That's my coach." And so still calls me coach after all these years, and he came over, started talking to me, and we've been together ever since. So we're going on 16 years.
Oh, wow.
And married 8 this August.
Yeah.
But I did read that. When is August what? Your anniversary?
August,
Oh,
I'm on,
Ooh.
August the. Can I look at my
Yeah,
calendar?
yeah.
I'm carrying my calendar just so I get it right. Do you know how?
Oh.
You're stuck
Oh,
right there.
see, yeah.
I'm gonna,
Real quick.
yeah, I'm gonna leave this one alone.
Yes.
I'm actually not gonna get in trouble today. See that? Thank you, Linked Up.
August the 6th.
August 6th. Right on, right on.
What's up, Nick Knack? What's up, Nick Knack?
You see all your fans right there? Oh, we got J Blocks out there.
No one forget that.
Yeah.
August 6th, everybody.
Everybody, when you see Brenda out there, just remind her.
Yeah, August the 6th. Yeah. If you see a tattoo next time, August the 6th or something.
Yeah, we're right next to you guys too. We're August. Just kidding. 2nd. Yeah, so we're close by. Right on. Cool. So hey Art, what was the pickup line they used on her?
Actually, I told her what she wanted. I told my buddy that was the bartender. I said, hey, get her whatever she wants to drink, and that's how it worked. And he just passed the message for me, and it worked.
Been buying the drinks ever since.
Been paying for them drinks.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, next question for you guys. What's something that keeps your relationship going? Since you've been married for, well, not married for a while. Well, yeah, too, but just a whole relationship. What keeps it going?
I think communication is the biggest thing that keeps it going. And then I think we're always making each other laugh. You know what I mean? I think laughter and communicating and just enjoying it together. You know what I mean? We try to keep, you know, everything open out there to see what we got going on, and just always just being involved in stuff, you know?
Yeah. So Brenda, for you?
I'm gonna say it's the same thing, because you know he used to play softball, so a lot of it was me going with him all the time to where he went, you know. And then when he started riding bikes, well, you know, he would say, "But we're always together," and I was like, "No, you're playing ball,
Yeah.
and I'm in the stands,
Yeah.
cheering you on, but I'm in the stands." And so now this is something we do together. So
And that's
it's matured more.
That's one of the stories we wanted to get into. Arden and I kind of talked about that on the Thursday. That's the whole softball scenario and kind of where it led to, and we'll get into that. But yeah, that's big though. That is huge. Just
Right.
Yeah.
the quality time, not necessarily just, hey, we're going for a ride, you know, let's jump in the truck and we got to go. And you're sitting in traffic and then you're sitting on a bike. But, you know, the quality of time is definitely needed.
Well, plus, if anybody knows my husband, I always say he's the mayor. He is like shaking hands and kissing babies. You will see him everywhere, out and about. And I do too, but mostly it's him. You know, he's the talker. But I always tell everybody we ride to the ride together and we ride home together. In between, you know, he's you know, saying hi to everybody that we meet on Instagram or Facebook or through social media, and putting, you know, names with faces, and hey, and then we talk about it on the way home. Hey, did you see so-and-so? Hey, did you meet so-and-so? So yeah, communication and doing things together, I think, is the most important thing.
Yeah.
You know what? Most of the guys that we're friends with, they're the ones that are really like the mayors in the relationship. They really, Hey, maybe you could set up like a photo booth for him and just kind of keep him, you know, isolated.
No way, man. You're giving her ideas, man. You know what I mean? That's a false thing, man. I ain't no mayor, dude. I'm just a people person. You know what I mean?
Just on the city council right now.
That's
Right
funny.
on, right on. Okay. Well, where are we looking at? Oh, you want to hit him with that one?
Which one? I'm sorry.
The places, right?
Oh, what's your favorite places to ride? Sorry, I got caught up in the conversation.
I like to ride the beach.
Yeah.
I love the atmosphere there. I love the sound of the water. I just love being at the beach. It's just my thing. I'm not a swimmer, so if you catch me at the beach, I will not be in the water. But I'll be riding. I'll be in the sand with a magazine or a book. But for me, it's the beach.
Right.
Great.
And for me, I'm gonna have to say, I mean, I like the beach, but I like city riding just because you can sit in a car and you can drive to LA and you can say, oh, I hate that drive, you know what I mean? Or I hate driving in traffic. But when you ride a bike through the city, you're gonna see so much that you will not see in a car, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it blows your mind away on what you see, who you see, you know what I mean? It's a whole adventure all in itself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, I pick city riding over anything.
Yeah.
That's nice.
What's one of your favorite cities that you guys rode through?
I want to say LA is probably one of the best cities to ride through. And if you haven't rode through it, I really recommend checking it out one day, you know what I mean?
Hills right there too, man.
Oh, well, I mean, there's hills everywhere, but you got to remember the saying, no hills, no thrills, you know what I mean? So there's always going to be a payoff. But no, I think LA is a beautiful city to ride through. We try to pick out routes where you won't do as many hills, you know what I mean? But no street is flat, you know what I mean? So, but we won't kill you, I'll tell you that much.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, real quick, we got a commercial break. This is Bike Baggies. You guys picked one up. We our sponsor. Hey,
Got ours right here.
all right,
Bike
yeah,
Baggy, get yourself one.
thank you.
And got the reflector strip. Be safe. Got to be safe out there.
Yes.
You know what? We really appreciate Chance. She's awesome. You know, she really is. You know, started her own bike baggy company, and you know, it's just taken off from there. You know, she's really cool people, man. Really cool people. She came down for the Outsiders ride.
Yeah.
Hang out with her a little bit at the at Big Al's Pizza Bowling,
Mm-hmm.
and just really connected. Her vibe is awesome. Her energy that she brings, just you know, on a whole other level, man. You know, really cares for her people. The way she gets on there too, and just she
She
cares.
looks like she's just trying to push the brand, you know what I mean? And she's doing good with it, you know what I mean? She got a lot of bikes. Got a lot of people with bags on it, you know what I mean? And what better way to do it with these things here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we appreciate it. Thank you, Bike Baggy.
Thank you.
Maybe we get a sponsorship out of this, you know what I mean? You never know. SoCal in here, you know what I mean?
She loves when you call her the bag lady. Just kidding, don't call her that.
Oh my gosh.
Right on.
What's up, Willie? What's up, Willie? Dos que tres. All the way from Yuma.
Hey, you have people coming in from all over the place to your rides. Okay, let's jump into that. Okay, so we say you're part of two bike clubs, one crew.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 2 crews, 1 bike club.
Okay, I had it backwards on that. All right, cool. Talk to us a little bit about that.
So we started in the bike scene, you know, we've all been riding bikes all our lives pretty much, but we really didn't realize the bike scene, how it was. We ended up hanging out with these guys called Barcata Bike Club, and they're out of like Simi Valley area. And we started doing beach rides with them, and we were just tripping out how people are riding bikes in groups of like 100 plus. And as time went on, you know what I mean, we ended up joining Barcata. And as time went on, we branched off and started our own chapter out here in the Inland Empire, where we call it the Barcata Southeast chapter. And it meant from like LA all the way out to this way, you know what I mean? All the way out to the IE. And that's where the Southeast comes from. And it's cruisers. That's how it started, but we were one of the chapters that started bringing BMX into it. Just because as COVID kicked in, you know, the BMX scene really blew up bigger than what it ever was. And then that's how we stepped into the next step, which I was riding with the group and the cruisers, and we were called the LA Riders. And it was just a group of guys that always got together and rode. And we did some more, I don't want to say extreme stuff, but we're pushing pedals on stretches that some people wouldn't even think about it.
Yeah.
So, and a real solid group of guys there. It's a really small group. But, you know, we've all, not I don't want to say grew up together, but some of them did grow up together. I just came into the picture later on. And then as time was on, we were riding out here in the Inland Empire on our BMXs, and, you know, we had a lot of friends, and we would always go places together. You know, it was, if we weren't riding cruisers one weekend on a Saturday, that Sunday we were riding BMXs with our friends.
Yeah.
And that's how the heavy hitter thing started. We all were hanging out together all the time, but we would go to all these rides and people would be like, oh, here come the Bassett guys, because a lot of people rode Bassets. And then it was like, oh, no disrespect, here's the Riverside people. And, you know, a lot of us aren't from Riverside, you know what I mean? So we're all actually, it's a funny story, we were all staying for a friend's birthday out at the beach. And it was about 4 or 5 couples, and then a bunch of other people that ride. And we all sat down one day during dinner, and we were talking about it, and we were like, maybe we should put a name to this. And that's where we came up with Heavy Hitters. And then we were kind of like all talking about it that weekend. We're like, what do you think the other people will think about it? And we were like, I think everybody would be pretty cool with that instead of being called all these other names.
Yeah.
Why not stick with that? And the Heavy Hitter name kind of stuck. So we got back into town, we talked to other people, and then that's how the Heavy Hitter thing started, you know what I mean? And then from there, it's just, we just made it a crew. We really didn't want to be known as a bike club. We just wanted to be like a crew that got together when we ride and had a good time, you know what I mean?
And you said that before, and I'm kind of curious. I mean, we're kind of new to the whole bike scene, you know, but when you say crew and club, what's the difference between that?
I really couldn't tell you if there is a big difference, but I think club, because like on the Barcada side, you know, to join Barcada, there's other, like you have to follow a process to join. Okay. And I think with the crews, it's more of, as a whole decides, hey, this guy, like, hey, Israel and Tina want to join. What do you guys think? You know what I mean? And I think that's the difference of crew and club. You know what I mean? Okay. That's my input on it. I don't know how true, it could be wrong. I could be wrong, you know what I mean? But that's how I see it, you know what I mean? Yeah. So like Barcada, we're worldwide. We have chapters throughout the world, you know what I mean? But it's mainly the stretch cruisers, you know what I mean? So I think that's where the difference is at, you know what I mean? But there's BMX crews that now are starting to get a lot bigger too, you know what I mean? Oh yeah. So it's a big scene. I mean, the scene has really blown up in the last probably 3 years, you know what I mean? I'm gonna say the BMX scene. It was always there, but I think it just got really bigger during COVID and all that. Yeah. Huge. Once COVID hit and everything got locked up and the only thing you could do was go outside and ride a bike. Yeah. All right. You know, that's how we got into it too. You know, we seen one of our friends riding this. Shout out Duloc. What's up, my boy? And I seen him out there and I was like, bro, I've got to get me one. Yeah. I have to get me one. I can't do anything else. I'm too old, you know? It's like, I need. Yeah, well, it's like us. We started, you know, we started doing our Thursday night rides, and I myself and my brother-in-law and a couple other guys, we would go to LA to go ride on Thursday nights or to go ride with the 4130 team, and it's about 1:20 from us, or we would go ride out in Indio with the Blockheads, which is about another 1:20 drive. So then one day we were just like, hey, let's try to do a ride out here in the Empire. And at the time, I want to say, I think the only crew that was really doing rides out here back then was the BMX Hooligans. Okay. But they were more towards like Ontario area, you know what I mean? And we just decided to do it. And out of nowhere, people were showing up. And the word got out that, you know, and then we started seeing a lot more people. I started with 10, 15 guys. And then the next week, there'd be, you know, we'd be at 50. And then so on and so on. Yeah. And that's how the Thursday night became really big out here, you know what I mean? And it was really popular too, well, it still is.
But I remember seeing videos of it, and then like some of my friends that went out there, they're like, "Bro, it's like crazy hills up there," and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
oh yeah,
But
good."
But you know, it'd be funny though that a lot of people would be like, "It's fucking crazy doing this," but they would come back the next week and be like, "Hey, what are we doing?" You know what I mean? And we would change the routes every week to try to do something different, but people would keep coming back, and even though we would kill them with the hills, they
Yeah.
would be like, "Hey, we want to do it again." You know what I mean? And it was cool to see a lot of people come out. You know what I mean? And then we started, then we started our Barcata Street team, which I want to give a big shout out to our street team that's out there too. So I got a lot of community, a lot of kids, a lot of families that ride with us here in the city of Redlands that just come out and they love enjoying and pushing pedals, you know what I mean? And they really support our club, and they just see Thursday as like a therapeutic day, you know what I mean? It's almost the end of the week. Let's get it. Even if we do 15 miles on Thursday night, they only got to go to work Friday and then the weekends here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool, dude. We've met a lot of cool people like that, and it's been really fun, you know what I mean? And like I said, meeting the people is what makes it pretty interesting, you know what I mean? Because you don't realize you have a lot of things in common with a lot of people who you didn't think you would do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and we love it too. You know, we're meeting great couples like yourselves, and you know, we just opened this up to kind of just celebrate all you guys that are out there too. The next one that I wanted to ask, we kind of talked about it before too, but if I can get Brenda's point of view on this one and kind of your story on it, with the whole
Right.
the whole heavy,
So
the whole heavy.
I would have people. I'm like, why do you ride bikes? Why? What do you get out of it? Like, let me feel your thighs, and I'm like, oh no, they're not. You know what I mean? They're not, because it's we stop and have a drink or something to eat, and then we stop and have something on the way home. We get something to eat. So no, it's just for fun and to do something together with other people, and they don't understand the community is just. It's just opening and accepting and helpful. I got my Basset
That's one of
from the heavy hitters crew, because when we were all talking about it, everybody has a Basset. We're going to be heavy hitters, and I didn't have one. My husband had one, but I didn't have one. And so I was like, well, can I join by association? And one of the guys said, of course. And so I think it was like a couple of weeks later, we went to the Pedal Power show, and we're just hanging out, having a good time. And they call me over, and they're like, hey, can you come over here real quick? And I'm going to get hooked up. They all chipped in, and they bought me my first frame, along with the forks. Talk about support and love, and I just couldn't believe it, and I was so excited. And then later on that evening, we all had gone out to eat, and we were just winding down the day, and one of the guys came over to me and said, we had money left over, and I asked everybody, you guys want some money back? We can divide it evenly. And they're like, no, just give it to her. So they ended up giving me cash along with that to help with the powder coating and whatever else I needed to do to my bike. And so they're just so, giving it, they're family. You do end up becoming family. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I almost lost my husband to COVID. And he was in the hospital for a long time. And they were there. They'd call me, do you need anything? I don't care if it's dessert. I'll stop and take you dessert. You know what I mean? Whatever you need. And, they would call and check, how's he doing? Have you talked to him? What's going on? And the stretch side of our bike life, they did a fundraiser on a cruise, and they helped him out, and another guy, Jojo, that suffered from it quite a bit. And his LA Rider crew, they gave him some money to help out, heavy hitters, just to help us out when he was down.
Yeah.
And so you do end up becoming family, and you can go to them, and they support you, and they'll tell you no too. They'll tell you, nope, that's not, you don't do that. That's not, so it's just like family.
Yeah.
What I mean? They're there for you no matter what.
That's awesome.
So that's my story, and that's the biggest part about riding. Not only do I get to do things with my husband, I also get to meet people that I can depend on, and who look out for us, and we look out for them, and it's just really a family thing that it turns into.
And that's the main thing too, because we can all hang out and have a good time together, but when it gets rough,
right,
where they at? Where are you?
Yeah.
And those are the people, and
Yeah, we were really, shocked and surprised. Like when I came back to being able to answer a phone, she would tell me these things. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? What? And yeah, sure enough. And then when I got back, people were coming over, people were checking on us. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. You know, a lot of people say keep your circle tight. You know, no new friends. You know what I mean? And I do believe in the circle tightness and all that, but the whole new friends thing, I have to go against it. You know what I mean? Because we've gotten to meet a lot of people that, like I said, 10 years ago, I probably wouldn't even been friends with them. But now we've become even family with these people. You know what I mean? They open their doors to you. You go travel. We did a lot of traveling for a few couple of years when we first got into this. We would go out of state. And now when we go places, the friendships that we've made, they're like, dude, don't even get a hotel room. Just come stay with us, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. And then we do the same thing in return, you know what I mean? We open our doors to people that travel in from out of town and stuff like that. But it's really cool and it's really fun. The bike scene has really showed us a lot. And of course, you're going to see a lot of negative in it too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to come across the people that, you know, just don't man with you no more, you know what I mean? Or whatever, you know? But that's just part of life, I think, you know what I mean? And we keep moving, you know what I mean? And there's no time for drama. There's no time for bad blood or nothing like that. It's just, let's have a good time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. You know, as far as like when people say no new friends, bro, we would have kept that motto. We wouldn't have any friends, really, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
Some pretty great people around here in this bike community, man.
Yeah, like we just did your guys' first ride, and look how many people showed up to your guys' thing. I mean, and that was the first time you guys try to get people together, you know?
Yeah.
And, it's cool to see that, you know? I mean, and like I told you guys on Friday, this was an awesome thing to do, you know? Because I don't think anybody has ever really done a couples ride type theme, you know what I mean? To get couples together to go ride, you know what I mean?
And you know, at the end of your ride, everybody, you know, everybody came as a couple, but at the end of the night, when everybody was leaving there, everybody was telling each other, bye, drive safe, good riding with you. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So we went there not knowing some people, but by the end, we were like, bye, nice meeting you, have a good night, drive safe. That's what it's all about.
And that was something that Art had mentioned when I was talking to him on your ride. Was it Thursday that we went out there, or was it Saturday? The first ride
Saturday. Yeah.
You had mentioned about just being in your comfort zone, kind of like you mentioned right now, and you wouldn't usually step out and meet other people, talk to other people, and I grew up the same way. I wouldn't usually do that either, but I mean, it's different. It's it's just everybody has a cool vibe when we're out there. Everybody's out there to have a good time, and we wouldn't meet all these cool people if we were just to ourselves.
And the other crazy part is that you start talking to people, and then next thing you know, like, I don't want to say you're related to somebody, but somehow, some way, you know somebody we know, you know what I mean? And it's not even in the bike scene. It's like from somewhere else, and they're like, wait a minute, so you know so-and-so and so-and-so?
Yeah.
And then it just goes on and on and on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's small worlds out there, you know what I mean? And it's just, you don't know who you're crossing paths with.
Yeah. She's actually the mayor in our relationship.
That's not true.
She tells me to watch the bikes while she goes to talk to people. And
well, I have to go talk to bike, and I got to watch the bikes at the same time.
He always tells everybody he's my prospect because he's wiping down my bikes.
I got to wipe them down. I got to load them up. I got to work on them. You know
I help load and I help unload.
I'm like the prospect over here. You know what I mean? So, of course, when I get outside, I'm just like, let me free, let me run. You know? I start talking to everybody, like, try to hold on to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she tells me too before we leave, did you wipe down my bike?
Yeah. So, real quick, you wanted to get into the softball conversation.
Oh yeah. Well, you know how we were talking about the softball, and just kind of what was leading up to that, and kind of the whole story. Because I mean, we get so wrapped up in just doing things. You know, we kind of, just do our own thing, and kind of push our people aside, our wives, our family, and kind of just focus in on us. And that's kind of why we started this, because I was like, let's pick hobbies. I'll pick one, you pick one. We played softball for a little while, the co-ed softball. I loved it. She loved it too. It was so much fun. But it was just like sometimes we forget about the other person that we care about. that we love the most. And yeah, hit us with that real quick.
Well, I mean, like in our situation, I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but like in our situation, like she supported me. I have a daughter. At the time, she was little, and Brenda really stepped in as a stepmom and would, take her to weekend activities while I'd take off to go play ball, whether we were out of state or, out of town, or just a tournament locally. And then, that was like, I'm only going to play every other weekend or whatever. But then, the phone rings. Hey, we need another guy, or, hey, can you come? You know what I mean? And you know how it goes. It's just, all right. So then not only was I playing on the weekends, but then I was playing, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you know what I mean? And then, it was never like, hey, what the F are you doing? But it was one day we were just having a conversation, and she's like, I want you to really pay attention to how this is going on. And I was like, what do you mean? And then it was like, so we go to a tournament, we drive together there, we go have breakfast, we meet some of the team, and then it's game time. Everybody's hanging out together in the parking lot. And then we all walk into the tournament, and we go to the field, the wives and the kids, go play, the wives go in the stands. Well, the game ends, and we got an hour break. Half the time, we would go out to the parking lot, the guys, and the girls would stay inside, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then it was kind of like, well, we're really not together the whole day, you know what I mean? Because either I follow you and watch you drink beers with your buddies outside, or you guys are inside the bar drinking at a bar inside, you know what I mean? And then it just kind of hit, and I was like, I didn't catch it like that, you know what I mean? And it did make sense that they were just I was just running around like luggage with me, you know what I mean? And then it was like, oh, all right, yeah, well, maybe I do need to do things differently, you know what I mean? But it took a little check to see that, you know what I mean?
That's where the communication comes in.
And that's where the communication and whatnot, you know what I mean? She wasn't stopping me from playing, but she wanted me to see that there is something that I was doing, not wrong, but I could be doing it better, you know what I mean?
I love that.
Yeah. Brenda, what was going on during that time? I mean, you didn't tell him. I mean, you're still supporting him in everything that he was doing, but, from your perspective, what was going on?
Well, to me, he was happy when he was doing it. Not that he wasn't happy when he was with us, but it was something he enjoyed, and I wasn't going to take that away from him. And his daughter was still young. When I met him, his daughter was 3, and my youngest was graduating from college. So there was a big difference.
Yeah.
A lot of people said, "Are you sure you want to start over? Like, you're done. Your baby just graduated from college. She's, done. You're done." But he's a good guy. You know what I mean? Like, he treated me well, and I wasn't used to that, to be honest. And so, he showed me respect. He showed me love. He showed me that communication, that I could talk to him about my feelings, and likewise. And I wanted to support him. That's what I wanted to do. And but then it got to be where, like, as the years went on, like, his daughter would say, "Is Dad playing ball again today?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what do you want to do?" And you know what I mean? So we'd go and do something. And so finally I was just like, that's when I had the talk with him. And I was like, you don't have to do it. You don't have to stop, but we've got to start doing more things together. And so his daughter would even ride with us. She would rode with us since she was little. And, she's going to be 19 on Friday. So
Happy birthday.
We're not friends anymore. But she, I talk to her every day, and so she's like, "I miss riding." And I'm like,
"What's up,
we
Lee?
ride all the time. Come out anytime." So it was something all 3 of us got to do together. You know what I mean? And she enjoyed it. She enjoyed the traveling, and it made me love him even more, because then he stepped out of something that he enjoyed. Not that he didn't enjoy being with us, but he sacrificed so that we all could do something together. So
That's all
yeah.
Sacrificing.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
But all in all, I mean, we've been on an adventure since day one, you know what I mean? So, and we're just having fun with it, you know what I mean? Just got to keep having fun with it.
Yeah. That's huge, and that whole communication. And it's awesome where you said that he would let you, not necessarily let you, but he would listen to what you had to say and how you were feeling. Because sometimes
absolutely.
you don't get that.
We don't.
Yeah, like feelings. What, you know?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, and I'm, you know, we're all knuckleheads and we're dumbasses at the same time. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I had to kind of open my own eyes and be like, oh shit, you know what I mean? I kind of paid attention to it, and I was like, oh, that is the routine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and then it was like, maybe we need to make a change to it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, exactly. So youngsters out there, pay attention. Listen to her. Listen to her. Yeah. We're gonna save you a whole lot of headache, heartache.
Right.
Listen to her, not just hear her, but listen. Pay attention.
Right.
I think the biggest thing with couples is trying to communicate with each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the whole listening part. You know what I mean? It's not that we're telling each other something,
Right.
but we need to listen to each other and hear each other out too. You know what I mean? Not just it's just yeah. You know what I mean? And then you start fighting with each other. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah. We've been doing this for a little while. We know.
Yeah.
and it's a learning curve. I mean, you learn every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's something new, something different every day. You know?
Yeah.
Yes. Never close to learning.
Yeah. You got anything?
No, that was good. Thank you for being so transparent. That was really good. Thank you.
You
Oh,
guys.
thank you guys for giving us opportunity to be on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Real quick. In a nutshell, I mean, you kind of already touched about the whole communication and the relationship part of it. Little golden nugget for everybody out there. Just one little piece of advice. What would you give them, Art?
I would say, listen, communicate. Always try to communicate with your partner.
Brenda?
Always remember why you fell in love with them, because it's still there. They may not show it all the time, but it's still there. And don't be afraid to say, remember when, you know, because sometimes, you know, remember when you used to open my door for me?
Yeah.
Remember when you used to hold my hand when we were driving? And he's like,
Then you respond back, remember when you used to iron my clothes? Remember you'd give me the crease on the shoulder? You know? Now she's all, you know,
but see,
just stretch it out. You'll be all right.
that would be the
She's all,
laughter.
just stretch it out. You know, just stretch it out. You'll be all right. You know?
That would be the laughter.
The crease
like,
will be gone.
I'm coming to you like, remember when? And the comeback like that. What can I say but laugh? You're right. You're right.
Oh,
So
man,
yeah.
Remember when she would make me lunch, right?
Make each other laugh.
Right, Willie, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I mean, there's always, you come back to each other, you know what I mean? And like I said, the biggest thing is the laughter.
Yeah, that
Yes.
helps. That helps.
Yes.
Yeah. Right on. We appreciate you guys so much, man.
Yes.
And
thank
just the
you.
love and support you guys been showing us too. You know, we kind of had our doubts with this whole linked up kind of deal too. And, you know, we question it every once in a while. And you guys were like, keep on going. Keep on
Yeah,
going.
no, man, like I said, I tell everybody, you know what I mean, keep doing it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've seen so many people, I mean, I guess because we're older and we've been around for a long time, I've seen so many people get into this and you see them get bigger, you know what I mean? Look at Gigi and John with the Riverside Light thing. You know what I mean? That thing just blew up for them out here, you know. And I know the Venice guys. You know what I mean? I know Marcus. You know what I mean? And I seen when he first started, so I knew they had something going on good. You know what I mean? And it was gonna catch out here. You know what I mean? And same thing with the San Diego thing that they have. They have a San Diego crew, which was Marissa Mays. She's like a sister to us. And, you know, same thing. We just keep doing it, keep doing it. A lot of these bike crews that have started, you know what I mean, have only gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, you know what I mean? And as time gone on, it's a great thing, you know what I mean? Riding bicycles is a great thing. Yes, you have knuckleheads out there. And yes, we do get a bad rap because of some of the stuff that happens on ride outs. But all we can do is get better at it, you know what I mean? And all we can do is push for our own, you know, rides and push the safety for people. Because in reality, that's all you're trying to do is keep people safe, but you want them to enjoy being outside, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think just continue doing what you're doing. I think Linked Up is an awesome idea.
Yeah.
And I think you're only going to promote more of getting more couples out there.
Yeah.
That's kind of how we always wanted to do like a slower pace ride type thing. Because I know that for like in our relationship, I'm not saying my wife can't ride with us and keep up with us, but
But I can't.
sometimes there's some rides where you do push the pedal a little too much, you know what I mean? And why not slow down the pace a little bit and have something different, you know what I mean? That way the wives can join in. I know I got a lot of guy friends that their wives ride, but they won't come ride during the week, you know what I mean? Or they won't go do the big ride outs on a Saturday night because it's kind of rough, you know what I mean? It's kind of tough.
Yeah.
And making it a slower pace ride and like a couples theme, it's going to bring the wives out, you know what I mean? It's going to bring the girlfriends out. It's going to bring people out. And then I've always had this saying that if you can get your girlfriends or wives to get along, it's golden for the guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if we can get the girls to hang out and have a good time, not one of our wives are gonna say, "Oh, we're gonna go ride bikes." We're gonna what? No, because now she's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get to see Tina." You know what I mean? I'm gonna go get to see Angela.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get to see Andrea. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like we're all working together at something, and everybody's gonna have a good time with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not trying to be the stereotype about it, but that it's just I think if you can get the women involved, us guys get to hang out and have a good time. You know what I mean?
And the funny thing about this is too, because Tina's actually the driving force behind that. The whole bike ride was like her idea. You know, she just told me to put it, you know, to make it happen, and it was her idea behind all of that. You know, because like I said, she's the mayor, bro.
What's up, Frankie? What's up, Frankie?
Tells me to do it, and I do it. You know, so
I tell you, when I show up on a Thursday night, everybody's like, "Yes, it's gonna be an easy ride."
You know, it's funny. Like so, on our Thursday nights, people are like, "Hey, is Brenda coming?" And they'll be like, "No, she's not coming today." They're like, "Damn," you know what I mean? And then when they see her pull up in the truck, they're like, you see them clapping and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, that means," I'm like, "Shit," you know what I mean?
Or if I know it's gonna be a rough run, you know, I message
What up,
the
RD?
girls. Caw-caw.
You know, but I mean, we're just trying to have a good time, man. You know what I mean? And like I said, there's rides for everybody. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And I love when my wife comes out and ride. You know what I mean? Like it just makes it fun. You know what I mean? It just makes it a greater day for me. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And so just having a good time with it. What's up, Boogie?
Yeah. Good. I'm glad.
Are these all the people voting for you? Or?
Actually, real quick, if you guys let me get a plug in real quick. I don't know if you guys seen our post, but we have a young rider from our street team. Her name's Kylie Martin. She goes under Kylie Monster on Instagram. She races BMX.
Oh,
She is qualified to represent Team USA. She's going to Scotland. She's
Nice.
going to represent the
Yeah.
United States.
Great. young
And
lady.
all we're trying to push her family is a sticker kit for $10.
All right.
And that money is going to help her with her traveling expenses and whatnot.
where can
Her
we get?
family's traveling with her, but once they get to Scotland, they're literally splitting up. She's going with Team USA. Mom and Dad are going their way, and they're going to get to see her at the track, and that's it. So it's going to be a new thing for all of three of them because they've always been together. You know what I mean? But if you guys can support that, go on our Barcata Southeast Instagram, or if you follow her, she goes under Kylie Monster. Hit her up.
Get out.
$10 a sticker pack.
All right.
And it goes for her travel expenses. She's got all her info on her bio. So please, if you guys let us and you guys can support. This is a young girl here from Redlands
We're done.
trying to do her thing, you know what I mean? And she's repping the USA.
She's real positive.
She's
Really
a real
positive
positive girl,
too,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And she's pushing it for these young kids out there, you know what I mean? She's making a difference.
Hey,
And we get to be a part of that. We got to see her in the last few years just blossom to what she's becoming, you know what I mean? And it's awesome to see that she got to do this chance to get out there, you know what I mean? She's only 16, 17, and she's racing in the open class now because she had to move up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just a quick plug. What up, Kylie? Barcata Street Team. She's out there pushing, you know what I mean? She's on the track right now. She's training today, so but she'll see it.
yeah, no, that's awesome. And everybody,
What's up, Stilo? Yeah, you got. I'll let you guys know. You got people here from Arizona. You got people here from New Mexico. You got Yuma, Arizona in the house. You got Phoenix, Arizona. You got Nevada. You got some people from Vegas on here, and then you got a lot of the heavy hitters in here. You got Barcata Southeast chapter. You got some of the street team. I mean, thank you guys all for the support as well. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And everybody's family to us. You know what I mean? And it's just it's awesome to see that. You know what I mean?
Hey, art for president. Let's go.
Right, mayor. Shaking
No
hands.
way, man. Just out here trying to have a good time, man. That's it.
Not,
That's
not even mayor anymore. We can just skip that, bro.
Yes.
I think we even had our friend Francisco on here from Mexico City, from the DF was on here earlier. Yeah, I think I saw his thing on there. Yeah, so
Yeah, we see.
it's cool, man. We've gotten to meet a lot of cool people all over the world. You know what I mean? And the same thing's gonna happen with you guys. You guys are just gonna continue meeting people, and it's just gonna be awesome to get to see that you guys started something like this. You know what I mean?
Right on. Appreciate you guys.
That's
Really
awesome.
appreciate you guys.
Hey Frankie, you want me to get an e-bike, bro? That's what I want now.
Oh man. Hey, when we were out there and my buddy's like, you need to get on my bike, you need to get on my I was like, no, I don't want to get on your bike, your e-bike. I was like, nah. And I did, bro. I was like, oh.
So is that the guy with that Super 73?
I'm not too sure. My with the beard?
Yes. I talked to him on Friday. So
Yeah.
I've been trying to convince Brenda to get an e-bike for both of us. So I figured she rides it, and when I get tired, I just hold on. You know what I mean? So we only need one bike because we really don't need a bike too. You know what I mean?
I thought
We'll just weld on. We weld on. We got a fabricator. We could weld a little handle. That way she could just tow me. You know what I mean? So,
see, it's in the back of Brenda.
Right.
hey, you know what I mean? It's funny because she told you I was sick. When I really didn't think I was gonna ride a bike again, and I had a lot of people push me on, we're gonna get you back on a bike. We're gonna get you back on a bike. And then everybody's like, well, we're gonna get you on an e-bike. I got a buddy of mine named Patrick. You know what I mean? And he's like, you use my e-bike and you ride with us. We just need you to come outside. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right. But I never rode the e-bike. I pushed pedals.
No, you did in Vegas.
Oh, I did in Vegas.
Our buddy Brad Marlin.
Yeah, my buddy Brad Marlin let me borrow his bike. A friend of ours in Vegas. They do a big annual anniversary ride down the strip. And I had just got off the oxygen tanks and everything, and they're like, we'll figure it out. And I was like, I don't think I can ride. You know what I mean? And they were like, no, we'll be all right. And then my buddy Brad Marlin, he has an e-bike converted into a BMX, into a Bassett.
Oh.
And he was like,
Really nice.
he's like, I don't want to hear you. You're coming to Vegas. As long as you don't have a tank, we're riding the strip that day. And I was like, all right, cool. And I was like, screw it, I'll put the tank on my back or something, you know what I mean? And I ended up surprising my friend Juan Rodriguez from Artistic Cruisers. I ended up surprising him by showing up to that ride, but I did it on an e-bike. And we had a great time. Even though I had like everybody watching me, like make sure I was okay. And I'm like, I'm okay. But it was cool to see a lot of people that day.
Yeah.
E-bike, they are nice.
They're-
I don't know I can give up to it yet, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Riverside Electric Bike is saying they got a bike anytime. And that's the one.
They're so cool.
No, I said a few more years. I don't know if my knees are going to be able to take it. I might have to give in.
Yeah.
They're cool. They're fun, but the pedals are more fun.
Yeah. Once the bike starts shutting down, then we'll consider the e-bike.
Talk about it. Yeah.
Might be soon. I mean, the way it's going. But yeah, man, we really appreciate you guys. We wish you nothing but the best. Just keep on pushing. What was it? Kylie Monster?
Kylie Monster, yeah, on Instagram.
Get out here, you guys.
I think someone tagged her on here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Kylie Monster on Instagram, or we posted it on our Barcata Southeast page. We did a whole thing on her.
Okay.
So like I said, if you guys can pass the word along and support, that'd be awesome. You know what I mean?
And that's
Just a $10 sticker pack. You know what I mean?
yeah. And that's what we've seen a lot of too. Just everybody just
There it
trying
is.
each other up. Okay, there you go. Thank you.
Kylie Monster BMX.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Carolina.
Thanks, Carolina. That's our friends out from Yuma, Arizona. Dos que tres.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just keep on showing the love, man. You guys are awesome. We really appreciate you guys.
Thank you guys.
No, thank you guys, man. Thank you guys.
You guys.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, no, like I said, you keep doing what you guys are doing, man. It's awesome.
Thank you.
And thank you, Bike Baggy, too, man.
Yeah.
You, Chance,
Yes.
Bike Baggy.
And then we'll be seeing you out on bike rides. We'll be
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely. Anytime you guys want to come on a Thursday, or we do our first Saturday stuff, you know what I mean? A big first Saturday this month. I'll get another plug in. First Saturdays this month, Balboa Beach. We're doing Balboa by Balboa Pier. for I think it's July 1st, correct?
July 1st.
Or
I
June
want to say it's the second.
or July 2nd, whatever that first Saturday
Maybe
is.
it's the first.
I think it is first. We'll put it down in our calendar.
I think, yeah, we're doing a beach ride. So if you guys can make it out, that's a nice slow pace ride. And we're just trying to just give everybody a change of scenery.
Right.
You know? So every month on first Saturdays, we try to go to a different city to do a ride and just change the scenery for everybody. You know what I mean? And give people an adventure of going somewhere else besides riding in your own neighborhood all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because some
Right.
people look at us crazy that we're like, where are you going this weekend? Oh, I went to Sacramento. You know what I mean? I went to, I went to the beach, and they're like, what? You know what I mean? So we decided, myself, Patrick, Dave, we all decided to do this first Saturday thing. And it's just kind of like a family-friendly ride, slow pace. And we've been getting a lot of support from Riverside Electric, the Lit Riders.
Yeah.
They come out a lot, support us, and it's so awesome to have them come out because their lights just brings everybody like a show. You know what I mean? Venice Electric Light Parade, those guys come out and help us out too. So I appreciate all the locals and all the support we get. You know what I mean? And then thanks to Patty and Dave for doing this together with me. And we're just trying to bring people out on bicycles. You know what I mean? Summer's about to come around the corner, and what better way to enjoy the summer than riding a bike? You know what I mean?
We're getting ready.
Show off that beach body.
Yeah, hey, just show it off. You know what I mean? Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Right on, you guys.
So remember the saying: the sun's out, the guns come out.
Brittany's like, Right on. Thank you guys. I really.
Thank you guys, man. Thank you guys for everything, man. Appreciate it.
Bye, everybody.
All right,
Yeah,
bye,
we'll see you.
guys.
Thank you.